if you're single and you're over 40, you guys have to stop saying to these women that you're dating that you like them, that you want them to be your girlfriend, that you love them, or you want them to be your wife. Because when I stopped doing that, and I had to learn this the hard way. So as soon as I stopped doing that, my dating life completely changed, and all of a sudden women started to chase me. So in this video, I'm going to go through what happens when you stop doing that, but also, most importantly, the consequences of when you stop doing that. All right, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kane. I'm the Silver Bachelor. This channel is 100% dedicated to dating advice for older guys. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and the notification button because I'm dropping videos every week. All right, so stop saying to women that you're going on dates with, and maybe you've been dating for a couple weeks, couple months, doesn't matter, right? Stop saying that you like them, that you would like them to be your girlfriend. So stop asking them to be your girlfriend. Stop saying that you love them, and stop asking them to marry you. Okay? Because this is what happens when you stop doing that. The woman starts to chase you. And when they start to chase you, that is when you have the power in the relationship. Because what guy does that? Right? You will position yourself in the top 5%, maybe 10% of men out there, because most men are thirsty and they're desperate, and guess what they do, right? And I was guilty of this, man. I was married for 20 years, and I've only been single now at the time of putting out this video for 3 years. I got my ass kicked at first, and I didn't know what was happening. I had to learn all this the hard way, and that's why I created this YouTube channel, because I was like, man, after all the dates that I've been on, and I've been on hundreds of first dates in the last 3 years, okay? So very, very familiar with all these things, and I had to fuck up myself. So what happens when you stop doing that? Now you're in the top 5 to 10% of men, because the women are like, what guy in his right mind isn't chasing me, isn't saying I like you? But here's the thing. Women, it's a turnoff to women. It is the biggest turnoff when they start dating a guy, and a few weeks in, a few months in, and all of a sudden he's coming on heavy, right? He's saying I like you, or do you want to be my girlfriend? And a quick story, if you guys haven't seen 90 Day Fiancé, it's one of my favorite shows, actually. It's great content too for this channel. So there's a guy named Caesar. He's a nail technician. He's broke as fuck, and he's obsessed with Ukrainian women, right? He goes to Ukraine on this like mail order bride kind of excursion thing. And imagine how pathetic it is when you're on a bus with 30 other men that have paid to come on this trip to meet women. If I was sitting on that bus, I'd be so damn embarrassed of myself, thinking, really? Am I that pathetic that I have to pay to go on a fucking bus overseas for the chance of meeting some Ukrainian women? And the thing is, these women, they're not stupid. They just want a green card. They don't give a fuck about these guys, but they're so dumb, they think that... Anyways, back to Caesar, okay? So Caesar goes 2 dates in with the same girl, right? After the second date, he asks her if she wants to be his girlfriend. And I'm like, you dumb motherfucker. Like, you really think that's impressing her? So when you stop saying, I like you, do you want to be my girlfriend? Or worse, you're the first one. Don't ever be the first one to say, I love you. And so many of my female friends, or even when I've been on dates and I've asked them, like, what are some of your turnoffs? And that's one of the turnoffs that these women say is the guys come on heavy, and they're like, come on, can't we just have fun? Like, why do we have to have a label of a relationship, right? And don't be the first guy to say it. It's okay if she comes at you and says, so where are things? And do you want to be my boyfriend? Okay, cool. But you need to wait for her to make the first move. I don't even say to women that I like them. I certainly don't say, do you want to be my girlfriend? I certainly am not the first one to say, I love you. And I certainly am not asking them to marry me. Like, fuck. I've already been down that road before. So, thanks for watching this far, because now I'm going to give you the 2 big consequences of this. You're in the top 10% of men, right? And you're not chasing them. You're not saying these things. Well, for me, the number one consequence of this is many women have thought I was gay. And because you are not doing what all the other guys do, and they're like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Right? So that is a big consequence. So you need to watch out for that, because I've had that quite a few times where the woman has asked me if I'm gay, and then I'm like, why do you think I'm gay? And they'll give me some other answer, but really it's because why the hell isn't this guy into me, right? So one of the tricks that I do on a first couple dates typically is I will sit beside them, right? I do not typically make the first move in terms of touching them. I will sit beside them at a restaurant bar. I always try to find a way to sit beside them, right? So how I know, now different guy, different strokes for different folks. Some guys would prefer to come on heavy and see how they react and what's their sexual interest. The problem when you come on all hot and heavy is it could be a turnoff to a lot of women. So what I do is I do the opposite. I sit beside them for maybe 1 or 2 dates. I wait for them to touch me first. That's right. I wait for them to touch me first. I will get them laughing. I'm always getting women laughing on my dates. And I know when they're into me when they touch my shoulder or they touch my hand while they're laughing specifically. So when I know when they do that, then I do the same. I start to mirror their behavior, and that works for me. But I've been on maybe 2 dates, maybe 3 dates, and she hasn't touched me yet, and I start to twitch. And that's where the whole gay thing has sometimes come out. Or we're dating for a while, and have not said that I like them, have not said I want them to be my girlfriend or any of that stuff, and this has come up. So I'm just sharing with you guys the consequence of being in that top 5 to 10% of men that don't chase, okay? The last consequence is, and this is a kind of a dark thing. I say from a dark psychology thing. When you're now in the top 5 to 10% of men that don't chase, what happens in a lot of times, especially after 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 months, the woman starts to become obsessed with you because she's the one chasing. And that's what women want. Ultimately, they want the guy that doesn't want them. Okay? So if you ever heard of the, oh man, I'm losing my train of thought, of the Fraser-Allen theory. Okay, it just came back to me. The Fraser-Allen theory goes like this. The one you want doesn't want you. And the one you want doesn't want you. And the one they want doesn't want them. So repeat that. I know, a bit of a tongue twister. The one you want doesn't want you, but the one that they want doesn't want them. That's the vicious cycle of dating. So it's much better, and this is the last thing, it's much better if she's the one who wants you more than you want her, because you do never, ever, ever want to be in a position where you want her more than she wants you, because you're at a disadvantage. She's going to lose interest, and that's one of the causes of divorce and breakups. All right. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.